Hey people, for you who don't know me yet, my name is Naomi and I'm currently a second year architecture student here in Jakarta. And in this video, I want to share about my experiences as a first year back then when I first joined architecture. Well, for starters, we all know that architecture can be a pretty niche field, and I actually had a hard time finding the right creators that talk about their experiences when they first joined. And here I want to talk about mine and help you guys that are currently considering architecture as their major or maybe is preparing oneself to go to architecture. For start, in my first year of architectural experiences, I actually did had a culture shock since I did not have any architectural background. None of my family members are architect or is in similar fields before, and I actually had a major culture shock regarding joining architecture, and it can be eye-opening experience. Although it can be quite a ride, I believe that other major actually experience similar things when they first join, so it's not really that scary. Secondly, the workload. Well, we all know that a lot of people say the workload of architecture major is quite but along the way I actually built endurance to deal with workload, and nowadays it seems and feel just like every other day. So you can build your endurance. I'm not going to say that it's easy, but you can build your endurance, and it is definitely not as scary as you think. So yeah, and grow your enjoyment of for the process. In architecture, we actually value process more rather than just the result. So it can be quite a long process to see the output, to produce a concrete output. So you have to grow your enjoyment for the process and imperfect things. The third one is more of a recommendation rather than my experience. I recommend you to read either just magazines, blogs, or maybe if you want to read, your professors will recommend you a few books that, especially for fundamental years, about the introduction of architecture, space, atmosphere by Peter Zumthor. It's quite a good book to develop your way of thinking in architecture, how you can be more sensitive about your space, time, and sensory and overall experience in the space. And I think that it is really eye-opening to read alongside with practicing sketching your architectural sense and how you experience space. The next one is develop your self-confidence, because architecture actually requires you to defend your work and present it in front of an audience, your lecturers, your peers, and it does need you to be more self-confident, especially in front of a crowd. I'm not saying that you need to be all that overnight, but I think when you have your enjoyment for the process and learn to develop yourself, either personally and professionally, I think that architecture is going to be a good run. It's going to be a good experience, because I actually develop my not just my academic self, but actually my personal self too inside this architecture major. So yeah, that is my short video about my experiences in the first year of architecture college. It's actually not that scary, you guys. Just enjoy the process, be imperfect, be yourself, and grow yourself within the architectural field. So yeah, good luck people. That's it. That is my short experience about my first year in architecture college, and I hope the best for you guys that are going to architecture and taking it as your major.